Hello there, my YouTubers. Welcome to the post game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm now going to take you to the post game press conference after they got their butt kicked 6-1.
Went wrong tonight?
I mean, I just think obviously the start wasn't great. I think we just, the way that they play, I think we just fed into what makes them successful. I mean, I thought they won the net fronts tonight. I thought they competed harder and won more puck battles. I think that's the game. It's really as simple as that. Just little details. I don't think we were very sharp tonight in executing either.
How do you explain that performance though on such a big stage like this?
I mean, I don't think there's really any excuse or explanation. It's obviously the only thing we can do is regroup and reset, go out, and we got to win a game to keep our season alive. And I think there's confidence in this group, of course, because we've been able to push back and we've been able to bounce back all year, and it's no different than now. Just looking in the mirror and all of us being better.
What are they doing in the last two games that's really kind of hurt your offense?
I think I said it earlier, just kind of winning the net fronts. They got a good goalie, and when he's able to see the puck, he's gonna stop it.
What was your sense of the team at the start of the game? Did you sense nerves, or why do you think the start went the way it did?
I don't know. I like I said, I just think we fed into what makes them successful. We didn't take care of pucks, turned it over a lot, especially in the neutral zone, and they transition well, and they have tight gaps. We just didn't do a good job managing those pucks that we were getting in the neutral zone at their blue line, and they were able to pick them off and go the other way, and it just kind of kills offense, kills plays there.
How frustrating. Turn the page. How do you turn the page?
Well, there's nothing we can do now. We got to put our best foot forward, look in the mirror, and just be better. That's really it.
How much did you put on your own shoulders going into Friday?
I think everybody's got to look in the mirror, like I said. Myself included. Everybody wants to be better. Everybody wants to obviously win, and we've been a great road team all season long. There's always going to be belief in this group and the confidence in this group from what we built off throughout the year. So we got to go in this game with confidence, and it's got to be our best game of the year.
How frustrating has it been for you to go through a scoreless streak like this one?
Honestly, I don't look at myself as like a one-dimensional player. If I'm not scoring, I'm trying to do all the other little things that make the team successful, that make myself successful, and just try to be an all-around complete player. So I'm going to continue to push and try to score, obviously, and keep shooting. But obviously, all the other little details of my game, I want to do at a high level as well.
What goes through your mind when you see some fans leaving or hearing boos in the middle of such an important game?
I don't think we gave them much reason to stick around. So,
Why do you think this one got away from you guys?
And some sloppy play, not hard enough working, gave them way too many opportunities around our net. There's a good list of it.
This is a big night for the group, big night for the team. How do you explain the performance?
I don't think anyone's happy about it. Time to reset, refocus, and be ready for a flight tomorrow and go in to Florida and win a hockey game.
Mitch, do you feel like the Panthers have been playing harder the last couple of games?
Maybe. I thought tonight was really the first night that we just didn't, reply well or play our game. And, when you do that against a team like that over there, they're going to make you pay, and that's what they did.
Any thoughts coming off the ice tonight? This might be your last home game as a Maple Leaf.
No thoughts of that at all. Like I said, reset. It's obviously not the spot that we want to be in, but you can't do anything about it. We knew this was going to be a roller coaster of a ride. It's not going to be easy. Like I said, we got to have the mindset now to go into Florida and take it shift by shift and win a hockey game.
How do you do that? How do you reset after a tough one like this? What do you have to do?
You go home, you realize that it wasn't close to good enough. You flush down the toilet. Everyone has their own way of kind of coping with things and forgetting about things. Whatever yours is, just go home and do it. Like I said, relax, do what you need to do to your body to recover, be ready for a hard game.
How do you process like the booze and folks leaving early in a game like tonight?
It is what it is. I'm not focused on that. It's you focus on the team and what you can do out there. And like I said, it wasn't good enough from our standpoint, and that's what happens.
What gets said in the room after a game like that?
Just gonna stay in the room with what got said.
What went wrong tonight in your estimation?
They battled and they played, they executed their game plan to a T, and that's why they won the game.
Why do you think the group wasn't able to match that tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna move past that, and wasn't how we wanted to play, obviously. So we're gonna move past that and get ready for the game in 2 days.
What's the biggest thing it needs to improve, Chris?
I'll take responsibility. I need to be better. So if I'm a minus player, probably not going to win the game. So it's on me. I'll take responsibility for the game.
Chris, do you feel like Florida's been playing harder the last couple of games, specifically tonight?
I mean, it's playoffs. Every game, teams play hard. So we need to match their desperation and their execution, because they're playing to their game plan very well, and then that's why they're the Cup champs. How do you guys reset after this to get a big here for Game 7? Yeah, it's focus on your first shift next game, and you move from there. Yeah, obviously not the outcome we wanted tonight, and not the result we wanted, but it was something we have to learn from individually, and everyone, including myself, need to be a lot better next game.
Was there a message from the leadership in this group after the game?
Yeah, we talked. We'll keep it between us, but yeah, just need to be better.
It's been a long time since you guys lost 3 in a row. How would you describe the confidence level of the group heading into Florida now?
We're confident.
A new coach and a game to get to, and rear cross traffic braking and peace of mind. The all-new 2025 Equinox and Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
We have a really good group that has played extremely hard all year, and we're going to be ready to go on Friday.
Chris, you're a Toronto guy. You know how much this team means to the city. What do you think when you see the stands, half-empty jerseys on the ice?
Play better.
Chris, the team scored basically 1 goal in the last 2 and almost a half games. Where do you have to get offense from, and how do you get it against them?
Get to the net, get pucks to the net. Start of the second, we had a couple posts, a couple good deflections, didn't go in, but in order to create those bounces, you need to outwork the other team and be in the right positions.
How did this one get away from the group tonight?
I think they came out hot, in the first there, and then we came out pretty good in the second, and they were just, they got scored in their chances, and it kind of just, ran away from us. Just going to play better, that's it.
What gives you the most confidence in this group that you guys can get this back to Toronto for Game 7?
Yeah, we played, good hockey throughout the entire season and, battled, and I think that we have it in us. We just got to put it on the line. Just one game at a time, one shift at a time, to be honest, is all you got to think about.
William, do you feel like Florida's been playing harder the last couple of games compared to the start of the series?
They're always playing hard. They're a hard team. That's part of their identity, and they're doing a good job at it.
What goes through your mind when you see some fans leaving, booing, that type of thing?
Yeah, 6-1 in the playoffs or 6-0 in a playoff game. You understand them.
What was your sense of the group early in this game? Did you sense nerves, or why do you think it was maybe a bit of a slow start?
I don't know. We've had fast starts in other games. Sometimes, that just happens, maybe Florida, other games where we won, where we scored early in the game. We had fast starts, maybe we're a little slow, so and that's the way it goes.
What has to be done to get more offense after one goal in 2 games?
Sorry?
What has to be done to get more offense after one goal in 2 games, do you think?
I mean, I think we had chances today when the game was close. That's, I mean, the only thing you can really, count and evaluate off the game. But, I think we had some chances. I hit the post, breakaway, whatever. It's right there. Then it runs away from us. We're not playing great. We're still there battling. They're playing great. We just got to step it up.
How do you guys reset it, get this back here for Game 7?
Yeah, like you said, it's the playoffs. It's one game. They owned us today. We got to try to do that to them in Florida.
What went wrong tonight? Why do you think it played out the way it did?
Well, first period, just they outskated us. Really, they had the puck, won the races. We just played slow. They were fast. They were on us. They were hungrier. That's the first period, and that sets the tone for the game.
Big night for the team, big night for the franchise, the fans. How do you explain that? Start that performance on such a big stage.
Yeah, it's hard to explain it. We all got to be better, myself included. You can't start the game that way. That's a big thing for me. Sets a tone for the game. So yeah, I don't have an answer for you for why. Sports, things happen.
Is there any extra disappointment that it's your top players making some of the defensive errors, throwing the puck into the neutral zone?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's more disappointing than that. I think it's, I'm not going to look at a certain group of players. It's everybody, myself included. There's mistakes, a lot of mistakes. And, for me, mistakes happen in games, but it's the way they happen tonight, that's disappointing more than anything. And, we will be better next game, but it's just disappointing for all of us here, the way we came out in the first period and the way we played. That's really the biggest part of it all. That's the biggest thing I take out of the whole game.
Craig, with your first line specifically, what do you think they need to do better going forward in the offensive zone? And do you anticipate maybe any juggling of lines for Game 6 after what you saw tonight?
I juggled the lines a lot tonight. Did you see any different result? I don't think lines have anything to do with it. It's they're going against the Barkov line for the most part, and if you look at the matchup throughout the series, it's pretty tight, and it's there's not going to be a lot of room out there. They're doing it. They've done a good job up till tonight of doing a good job against that line, and that's part of their job. We all, I get it. Our top guys we need them to produce, but they've done a lot of good things up to this point. Tonight, wasn't a good game for anybody. Anybody, all of us, was not a good game.
Hey, Craig, a lot of the guys are talking about resetting in the next 40 hours or so, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How do you do that if you have a fairly good idea that the Panthers are going to come just as hard as they did just now?
Well, I don't think they came any harder than they have, to be honest with you. I think we let them come tonight. Well, we stood around and watched. You can't do that. So, we responded in the past, and I expect a response from our team, and we'll talk about things and, make some adjustments that are needed. But it's more of a mindset for me going into this Game 6 than anything else. It's not X's and O's. We know what they're doing, and they played a simple game tonight, and they were excellent at it. Very good. They did exactly what they needed to do. And up to this point tonight, it's been a good series. And tonight was a tough game.
Craig, can you continue to dress Max Domi in light of what seems to be happening every game?
Oh, in what way? The penalties? Yeah. No, it's definitely an issue that we got to talk about and discuss and figure out what we're going to do there. Yeah.
When you're having a tough game like that between periods or after the game, who is speaking up and what's kind of the message being sent by the players?
Well, I mean, a lot of players talk in the room, you know. I come in and address the team at some point, but we have a lot of leaders in this room and a lot of guys, veteran players that have been around, and, you know, they address things. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of times I'm not in there, you know, when they're talking. I come in and address the team at some point, and we head out and play the period.
Bring barista quality coffee home with the fully automatic espresso machines from Bosch.
This dumpling has now ruined you for all future dumplings. Explore over 40 Michelin-starred restaurants within our world of hotel brands.